I just realized that I normally do this. I just realized that I normally do this. I just realized you normally do it on Google, but you normally do it on Google, Chrome, but I'm doing it on Roll20 right now. Chrome, but I'm doing it on Roll20 right now. Chrome, but I'm doing it on Roll20 right now. And also apparently all of my there we go. Not even gonna worry about that right now. There we go. That's what I'm looking for.
And we can use D&D Beyond for rolls.
Yep.
Now there's a plugin called Beyond 20 for Chrome. It's a Chrome extension. If you get that, it'll transfer your rolls into the virtual tabletop.
Yes.
Excellent. Yeah, I just downloaded that.
All right. Okay. Let us begin. Whispers beneath the still water. All right. So, you guys are all in Marinthal. Bloodtide Port is has called to you all and brought you forth into this world. You have all separately had great achievements and small feats. Some of you have chosen to sit by the waterside, others to devote yourselves to a life of servitude. And now, thanks to emissaries finding all of you throughout the continent, you have been brought to this place. Each of you find yourselves at the doors of a very, very leaky tavern on the outskirts called the Salty Kraken. As you all four walk up, you feel a hum inside your pockets. Each one of you putting your hand or feeling the hum of the invitation that drew you to this very shady bar. As you look around at each other, you hear somebody walking up behind you. A man, a fish man dressed in some finery, a green cloak kind of drapes down to his what look to be leathered boots. You can see what appears to be a gold, almost Titan armor beneath his green cloak, and a ornamental crown, or what looks like a headdress across his forehead. He addresses you as he kind of pulls back the hood and says, the four great people called here by my king. I am an emissary to my lord. I know it seems odd that an envoy of the Titran would come to this, would meet you here, but one of our patrons owns this bar, and it is a place where I feel we can talk with Ernest. He kind of strolls past you, the four of you, and into the bar, leaving you four in front. What is it that you wish to do?
This is our first time meeting.
Yes, this is the first time all four of you have met.
This looks an
We'll look
interesting
at
fellow.
The others, and just kind of follow the guy in.
The envoy. Okay. As you guys walk into the bar, it goes from being deadly quiet to jovial. There is music playing, just a small halfling playing a violin in the corner. You can hear the chatter of people, mostly like ship mariners, whether that just be people out from coming back from fishing, or even people from other continents. The people there are diverse. You can see humans, elves, dwarves, like I said, halflings, to just some of the entree and some other races spattered around, all kind of jovial and raising a glass to themselves, not really paying attention to you. You can see the envoy has already selected a table and is kind of already made himself sat, and you can see that the waitress is also a Titron, seems to be whispering in his ear.
Seems like a pleasant place.
Pull up a chair.
All
I'll
right.
keep following them and just sit down on the end.
Hello,
Sounds
my
good.
fish type friend. I'm guessing you're the one who brought us here.
He turns to you and he says, "Yes, I am Sarolith, Deep Current. I my king, King Velolis Sasarath, the seventh of his name, has been searching for the four of you. Unfortunately, there was a fifth, but he passed on his way here. So it is with a saddened heart that I must ask you to do something that we had put the hopes of five of you on. Things
He
are.
was unfit to make it. He is unfit for the job.
I feel that you are correct. An unfortunate part on ourselves to put more of a burden on you four. However, we have heard many good things about the four of you, and I feel that with a bit of my help, that my king has wished me to help you with, that we shall do something that, well, hasn't been done in 1,000 years of this world. For, unfortunately, something has awoken beneath the water.
So you mentioned in your message, why should we be concerned?
Unfortunately, what lays underneath the water is what brought many races to this shores 1,000 years ago. It is an oddity, or something just below a chosen of a sleeping god. This voice is how shall you say it? It ward. It's deep in our records. It's been guarded, it's been watched, and many have bled to keep it hidden. But somebody has figured a way to wake it up. And my king cannot answer this call openly, nor can my people, for we are to be unbound and unseen by this ancient watcher. But you five are the last five that made the oath that placed it there 1,000 years ago. My king does not expect you to go free of charge or free of compensation. He understands that above the water, you need, well, recognition and items, or perhaps money to keep going. But not only will you earn the favor of my people for your lineages to come, but we will also part with several gifts that hopefully will help you in future endeavor.
Well, ancient demigod underneath the lake sounds just right up my alley.
I like your courage, my friend. I will go where the light takes me and offer my hand where it may be. Although my purpose isn't grand, my strength not big, I'm here to tend a wound. I'll follow.
I narrow my eyes and I look at him and I ask directly, why can the Triton not manage their own domain?
Roll an insight check.
$17.
17. He kind of leans into you and he goes, have you not felt the tension? Have you not felt something deep within your soul that is starting to feel as if it's harder to breathe each step? And when he says this, you can see like the scales that are kind of like just placed on like his forearms and like on the temples. They start to like just weirdly shimmer to you. And he goes, there's a greater will behind this, what is waking it up. And when we first came to these shores, these were not our shores. This is when your people came to these shores. These were not your shores. This pulled many people from many different planes. And from our plane is where he came from. The reason we cannot fight him is because anything that we do to him or against him will be like an ant trying to attack a god. Your people.
Are we not ants to this god as well?
Your people came from a plane that would place you not on equal footing, but on a footing to push him back into his slumber.
What is this bound god's name?
You see him try to say something, but when he says it, only this hideous screech comes from his voice. And when it does, all the music just goes from being like all the music, everybody's conversations just stops. And all of them turn to him. And while you guys don't seem to feel any real fear or effect from it, their eyes it's as if somebody said something so purely disgusting, something so ripe with fear that it's as if all joy died. Well? No, you guys don't feel you feel like you heard something that how to best describe it, like somebody saying like, oh, I have a fear of heights and I stared down, and sometimes you feel that like just rough pit in the bottom of your stomach. You feel like a small nauseousness, like a nervousness, but nothing to what these people are fearing. Like there are some people who are legitimately profusing sweat from hearing this. Like everybody is staring at him, and Seralith is just like kind of like looks at everybody, and then he says, my good bartender, a round for all. And you can see that there's like a small visible relief to some of the people, but you can see that whatever they heard that you did not, like, struck them to their core. Like the whole atmosphere has changed. People are just, as the barmaids seem to be as the bartender's pouring drinks and trying to bring it, the barmaids are bringing it to all the tables. You can see it went from something jovial to everybody seems to be nursing their drinks now.
Who seeks to wake this bound god?
Unfortunately, like all things, there are outliers in our domain. People that feel that our king has kept us here instead of returning us to our plane of existence. And while that is completely untrue, for we left our plane willingly, there are others that feel by waking this deity that we can return to our plane of existence.
Well, for the sake of our fellow patrons, let's not say that name again.
May be mistaken, but are you saying you said that our ancestors were the one that banished it previously?
Yes. Your lines, how they came to this be, ended met with ours down at the bottom of this lake. It was our people that helped bring you to the surface, and with a pact made that should this ever awaken, they would help. But unfortunately, through 1,000 years and unfortunate accidents, many of the ones that have come through with us have passed. You five are you four. I must say the fifth, unfortunately, passing of his own accord, are the few that are left on this continent. By the time if we attempted to track some of the others, because there probably are others that have left the continent to go on to do great things too, and hopefully that is so for the future, for the next time it will wake. But for this moment, you four are our hope to keep it asleep.
Do you have any information on how it was bound before? Have the texts been preserved?
The texts have indeed been preserved. We will have to venture to the library of our kingdom. Unfortunately, they are not allowed to leave our library, as we treasure them as we hold them as national treasures.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
At this point, you see a group of miscreants, thugs, to kind of come in. Like I said, the atmosphere is very docile now. Most people are still nursing that drink. You see these four ruffians kind of come up to Seralith and kind of start harassing him a little bit, like almost just ignoring you guys. Like, what is one of your kind doing in here? Because of your kind that we're unable to fish the lake like we used to. Our nets are being cut. Many of the fish have left the rich fishing areas, like it's your kind under the sea that are taxing our people and are causing us to have to go deeper into the ocean instead of into the lake to get our fish to make money. Sarah kind of seems like a little shy. He's like, our people have always had an accord. The fish are for all of us. We have not been the ones cutting nets or doing any such things to your people. We merely wish to live in peace. At this point, like,
try getting good at fishing.
he turns to you. Did you say something to me?
I could give you some pointers.
He goes, we do not need your pointers from a dwarf. Shouldn't you go back to your mines and listen to the clashing of swords and steel and making?
Mines are boring. Fishing is where it's at.
He goes, well, for that we do agree, but unfortunately the fishing has been poor in these parts. And from what we have seen, many a hand of what looks to be these patrons cutting our lines. And
That's not very nice.
Why do you think the fishy folk are the ones cutting your lines?
while we've never been able to see one of these people cutting our lines, we have seen the reflection of scales dipping back down into the water after our lines have been cut and the fish have been freed.
Because, you know, nothing in the water other than them have scales.
My friend, would you like a drink? Sit with us and describe what and when this is happening?
Roll a
As long as it's
persuasion
not one
check.
of those fish tails.
What's that?
Roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
The thug that's kind of been leading this grabs a chair from one of the that's perception, but do you have a +4 on your persuasion as well?
Persuasion, I have a +6 on my persuasion.
Okay.
You have a +6? Okay, so
Yeah.
24, we'll just say, yeah. But yes, so he pulls up a chair and he goes, you're not wrong. There can be many things in the water. It is not just our boat. Many of us have actually had to go to the ocean side to find food. The Blood Port tends to have a more amassing of people, as it is, well, it's a hub for many of the comers and goers of other continents nearby. And by doing this, many people have had to dock their boats, and some have even taken out loans, many which are very expensive, to try to have a boat on the ocean until something hopefully can be done about the lake. You can see like the bartender seems to be kind of like leaning on the very edge of his bar, like trying to kind of like listen in. You can see he seems to be like having a bit of a shifty eye towards like almost like a nervousness, and he like as soon as you guys look back, he kind of just goes back to like serving drinks, but you did notice for a second that he was kind of like listening in.
Can I motion him to bring more drinks?
Yeah, he like catches your eye and like grabs like 6 drinks and like brings them and like spreads them around the table. He kind of he like leans down. He goes, I hear you're talking about the lake. I've heard things that not just the fish being cut free, but people have started to disappear. Goes,
I'll glance at the referee and say, our fishy friend was also telling us troubles that are coming. So it seems like there's something underwater that has become more and more dangerous. And then I beckon the barkeep to keep going.
he goes,
Do many of you Triton live underwater, or do you tend to live on land? I apologize, I'm not familiar with your culture.
We tend to live near the bottom of the lake. We have made our homes in the reefs and have over time restructured it into a place where, while earth dwellers can come to, most of our more sacred places are water bound. However, we do have a small portion of our place that is allowed for those of your kind to trade and to learn of our ways. And he goes, I've not always been a tavern bartender. The lord of who owns the Salty Kraken is of this person's particular race, and I know that they do have longevity in life, and he sometimes we go and trade with them. However, because of the patrols that usually patrol the lake and allow us to trade, several have gone missing, and trade has slowed down with the T-Trend. You can see the envoy nods as if to say, to show that what he's saying is true, that indeed he basically turns to you and says, indeed, many of the trades that we do with the earth dwellers has halted in the past 4 months, which is why we've taken to finding you adventurers, because in doing so, not only will you be helping our continent, but our trade as well. That we have lost near 60% of our trade with the earth dwellers.
That sounds serious.
For us, it is, as what we trade is, what we get from you is like meat and many procurements that we do not have under the sea, and vice versa. We supply much of the crushed shells and things used for fertilization of the farms around these lands.
So are there any rumors among the fishy folk of anyone cutting lines or making people disappear? Being under the water, you have a great vantage point to kind of help us out.
Or have there been any rumors amongst those in your settlement down below?
He says, unfortunately, there have been some rumors, not of cutting nets, but of, sect that has been trying to, how do you best say in this tongue, trying to change the behaviors of devout followers of the king. They have been rumors that there is a magic that has been altering young patrons' thoughts and bringing them to a place we have not found. There have been missing. When we first came up here, we thought that perhaps they were being stolen by Earth dwellers, but there was nothing we could determine or hear from that they had been taken. But unfortunately, now I'm being told that there are Earth dwellers that have been taken under the sea, and I fear that somebody is doing something with them to maybe wake up the dreamer.
Well, I have found myself pretty partial to this tavern. I think this is the first time I haven't been accused of being a 14-year-old child. So, I want to take a look at this. I also want to find out about this greater danger that we're describing. I know the light has led me here, and I'm here to help. Let's find out what's going on.
Oh, my small friend, how do you propose that we breathe for extended periods of time in such an environment?
He says, "Of that, I can be of help." And the envoy reaches into the shadows of his cloak and pulls out 4 sea blue potions. He goes, "I understand that breathing underwater is something that would be hard for Earth dwellers. I have had our brewers brew these. This is what we usually use for giving to envoys of Earth dwellers who bring goods but want to explore our culture. We have a few patrons of the Earth dwellers who have found our texts and our culture to be something that they wish to study. So we have created these for those that wish to go into the waterlogged, into the water deep of our civilization."
Just like what my lord always says, walk with purpose. Even when the path is unclear, the light will guide you. There will always be a way.
Your lord sounds very, very intelligent, and I hope that the path that your feet carry leads us to a quick resolution of this issue. When he does that, like I said, he lays each and this isn't like a small one chug kind of a potion. This is like a carafe size potion that's like, yeah, guys haven't taken the top off, but like there looks to be like sea foam on the top. Seems to be some form of help substance floating inside of it. And yeah, it's a very interesting brew that this is a thing that you're gonna have to chug.
We might need more tankards of ale.
I'll push it away. I'm not gonna take one.
Okay, fair enough. The bartender kind of, let's see, hold on. Okay. So the envoy kind of goes, "I must once again talk with," he points to the person he was speaking to when you first came in. "I have something I must discuss with them before I depart. Hopefully this will lend some more information that we can talk about before we depart, but I shall return." And he kind of not slinks. He kind of walks casually towards the back. You can from where it was really quiet, you can see people are starting to converse again, and kind of the rise of conversation in the tavern has reached back up to a like a where it would be harder to hear people, because conversation is happening everywhere, so it would take a good perception or listening skill to kind of hear what's going on. But the bartender stays with you guys, and he kind of like turns to the four of you and he says, "Now, as I said, the patrols have gone missing, but there's one thing that always seems to be very peculiar, is that on where we usually dock the boats, many of the patrol ships have been found sunk just below that water. The crew is gone. Their items and armor and weapons all missing. I would say that whoever is making these people vanish, they are armed well. This port is not one to skimp on the armor and weapons of those that they take with them. Whoever took them and won, not someone to be passive about." He just kind of like looks off and he goes, "Unfortunately, my brother was one of those that has gone missing. And I don't ask you to find them because I fear he is dead. He would fight to the last. But just give him peace if you can." And he kind of like walks away.
What more peace could there be than the release of death?
And he kind of hears you and says, "Vengeance." And just walks away.
For me, life is the greatest. Death sounds nice, peaceful, but life is where true joy and happiness lind.
Tell me, sir, have you experienced death yourself?
Multiple occasions.
Ah, so you would know its peace. There are some that wish for the release from these daily shackles that we live in.
I've met those who have died with unfinished business, that dwell in an existence very far from what I would consider peace. Not all death leads to peace.
Then perhaps you're simply not doing it right.
Yes, most likely. To that, I shall drink. But my friend, my friends, my name is Tavin. I'm a cleric, and I don't know. This thing looks really gross. Are we all drinking it?
I will if you will.
I shake my head no.
Was that the Salder? I don't recognize.
Yeah, this is how they're the monk.
Oh yeah.
Might as well.
So I pick it. I'll pick it up and say, trusting strangers is a hard thing to do, but I feel that the light has never let me down, and I just tip it back and I drink it all.
Hey, we'll sit there and not drink just to make sure that he doesn't die before he takes any drops himself.
All right. Are you drinking it down, Peck?
I'm drinking it down.
All right, Tavin. All right. As you drink it down, you start to feel like, basically, like for a second that you're suffocating, but after about like half or about 30 seconds, you start to feel yourself kind of adjust, and you're able to breathe just normally, but you can see that you now have kind of a set of gills on like both sides of your neck.
I'm gonna touch the gills. Just clever.
Yeah, and you kind of feel like a scaly kind of like flesh that kind of like moves like up and down slowly on the sides of your neck. But other than that, like other than that kind of like brief hesitation of like not being able to breathe, you feel fine.
I'll give the taste a 7 out of 10. The texture. A
Oh,
1
the
out of 10.
the taste of it is like raw oyster meets like probably how would I say, like oyster meets something like extremely salty, extremely sea, like that almost overbearing sea taste, and then at the end of it it just has this weird kind of like foam burning feeling kind of going down your throat.
I've had
It is
worse.
like it's not great. It's almost like eating like a handful of wasabi at the end, just shoved right in your mouth, going down your gullet.
I've had worse, truly. The salt of it kind of reminds me of the ocean.
Kaz is having horrible flashbacks in chat. So, he didn't realize it was you until just now. But yeah.
That's why I changed my name.
Yep. So, Salith comes back and he says, Sir Tavin, I see that you have taken the potion. We will have 48 hours. You'll be able to breathe 48 hours under the sea. Or under the lake. Not the sea, but the water. He turns and says, you do not need to drink it just yet, but I appreciate the enthusiasm that our young Master Tavin has. I have talked with the kin of mine, and have procured a way for us to the lake shores. We will meet up with them in a few hours, and they will take us to the lake shore, and we will hopefully get to the bottom of this. We should get to Aqualith, and from there, I believe, find out what is in said book on how the bindings were made on the sleeper, as our friend has said. It would be best to know what we must do in order to re-secure the bindings for another, hopefully, 1,000 years.
Let's go hit the books.
He basically says, if there's anything else you would like to know, I am more than happy to explain. But yes, I feel that post haste might be the best idea in order to find out what is happening down there. I will go, and he tells each of you the location in the port. He says, right by the main gates, there is a stable. A gentleman will cart us from here to the landing skiff, where many of the boats are now docked and blocked. From there, we will I have a means for us to go down into Aqualith. We have our own steeds under the lake that will take us the rest of the way. He looks at all of you and basically starts walking towards the stable. And many people seem to just kind of like part from him. You can see that there are some people that believed kind of like the thugs. While they don't initiate with him, you can see that they kind of give him looks of disgust. Salas seems to not be particularly engaging with that. He just kind of, like, you see him raise his hood. However, as you guys are leaving, you see what appear to be like glowing eyes looking at you underneath the water. And then almost as if like blinking, they just vanish.
That's ominous.
Well, the light guides the way.
You know, the light doesn't reach very far down under the water.
Even the smallest light can be seen good when it's dark out. Or the smallest light can be seen best when it's dark.
Fair point. Hopefully you brought your own.
Shall lend my light as long as it lasts.
As you guys are walking, somebody bumps into you, Lep, and kind of like continues walking. Like hard bump, like enough for you to like shift to the like onto the street for a second.
They bumped who?
All right.
They bumped Tavin. And because
a
he's
hard
little,
bump.
like it was a hard enough bump
I'm
that like
little.
knocks you out like into the street.
I'll be like, excuse me, my friend. I am small, hard to see, but I hope you have a great day in that tavern. And, then I check my pockets. Although my pockets would be smaller than, they'd be able to reach, probably. I don't know. I'd still check my pockets.
You find a scrap of paper in your pocket.
Ooh. I'm going to like quietly just open it up and take a look and read.
Okay. As you do, you read. What is it? I'm not. Shoot. One sec. I could have swore I had that in there, but apparently I do not. I'm breaking immersion right now. I apologize. All right. But I pulled everything out of the into this PDF so that I didn't have to look at here. There we go. All right. It reads, "It knows you. It knew your name before you spoke it, and it knows your fears. It smells them now. It's coming, and you must act first. Trust nothing that has touched the lake."
All right. I'm gonna share this with the great Bob, Cal, and Seldir.
Okay.
Trust nothing that has touched the lake, including our patron here.
And me.
That's what it seems like. Although that drink did give us gills. My poison resistance didn't kick off, so pretty confident they weren't trying to poison us with the illusion of giving us gills. Probably safe to keep an eye out, or wouldn't hurt to pay attention.
All right. So yeah, do you guys just continue to move?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll continue to follow.
All right.
Yep.
All right. You guys make it to the stables pretty much unassaulted, other than that that person who left the piece of paper in Lep's pocket, or in Tavin's pocket. Everything else goes smoothly. He talks to, you can hear him talking to someone as he gets there. Can't really make out what he's saying. He's kind of being a bit quiet. It seems like he's trying not to draw attention to the conversation. Saldar, you notice how he was talking just before he said the name of this ancient beast that none of you guys could understand. His scales had shimmered. His scales seem to be shimmering as he's talking to this person.
That's odd. I pointed out to my companions.
Okay.
Does it seem like he's casting a spell, or I guess he could cast detect magic?
In the short amount of time we've spent in this town, have they come across as overly superstitious or religious or anything like that?
And actually, that is a great question. Roll a Arcana check or a religion check for me.
All right.
Are they just talking very quietly, or can we not understand what they're saying?
Cannot understand what they are saying. And Kale, you notice that many of the motifs in this port are dedicated to either the ocean or the lake. Like, some seem to worship the sea and some seem to worship the lake in this town. It almost seems like it's a 50-50 like religion exchange. Like, there
So not just
are
like ornamental and thematic. It looks like there's like religious connotations to
correct.
decoration.
It looks like
Okay.
what used to be something that was like ornamental, like, oh, we've gotten this from the sea, or we've gotten this, like, has taken on a almost fevered like religion, one side or the other.
Interesting.
And
Yeah, I will share that with the rest of the group and say, this town does seem to revere the water and that which lives below with a higher level of reverence than just the common entertainment. Are we sure that these people are not just making this up?
Soldair, am I mistaken in thinking that you're crafty at stealth?
I am probably the stealthiest one here, I say after looking around.
Excellent. I'm going to kind of like touch your arm, just kind of grasp you on the shoulder or whatever. Or well, I guess I'm short, so I'm gonna grasp just your forearm and cast tongues, so that you have the ability to understand any spoken or signed language that you see or hear.
Okay.
And so I mentioned If they haven't noticed yet, see if you can get a little closer and hear what they're saying.
Okay.
All right.
Does it look like there's anywhere I can kind of move up inconspicuously? I don't want to like crouch and sneak, but
Yeah, there's in this place there's plenty of like horse stalls and things like that you can, probably hop toward, like you could get closer to them without being seen. There's like partial cover in a lot of different places.
okay. Well, I will kind of try to look inconspicuous and just look like I belong and move up nearby.
Okay. Luckily it seems like both of them are just distracted enough that you're able to get pretty close by without having to do anything too strenuous or like you know unique. I guess, basically not have to pole vault or do anything like that. Like they're kind of at the end of the stable, but enough where you can, maneuver through without them seeing you. You hear Silith and this other person talking, and you can hear him saying like basically he's saying to him, he's like, you these four are definitely interesting, but things are on the surface are much worse than we thought. The religions here are twisted, and what we thought was just mere favoritude towards the sea may be what's causing the waking of this dreamer, this bound. He almost looks like he's about to say the name again, and but he kind of turns away and he goes, he stops himself. You can feel like he like actually stops himself, and he goes, I think somebody is starting to manipulate things. I saw eyes in the ocean. I saw someone is watching them or me, and we need to get to the kingdom quickly. Karalath needs to know that we are being watched. And then he kind of like sees you and kind of like straightens up because and like he like taps the guy, and the guy kind of like walks away. He goes, Saladar, I'm sorry. Is there something that I can help you with?
No, I'll just straight up confront him and ask him, what do you think is causing this on the land? Who is agitating the situation?
He goes,
You're not telling us everything we need to know.
He goes, you're right. There was a religious zealot in our kingdom, and he was the king's brother. About 50 years ago, he vanished. When the king went looking for him, he had killed his wife, his children, and his servants. And he had put in blood that he was seeing what was to become. He was seeing the future, not just of our people, but of this world. And he took a book. Our people believe in song, and through song, many things happen. Joy, sadness, fear. But the book that held many of our old chants and spells and ancient ways, he took and vanished. We don't know where he went or where he's gone, but I have a feeling, a deep fear, that this is him. And if it is him, let's just say those songs can twist not only our people, but many of the earthbound people as well. And the king has been trying to keep it quiet as he was supposed to deal with him. It was in our people. Once one of the brothers is made king, unfortunately, the rest of the line is removed because of things like this. And our king decided it was not going to be our way anymore. And now we have this. So, yes.
Could we have moved into when we noticed that he stopped?
Yeah, you guys could have moved in. He's not keeping it a secret. He's talking in normal voice. Like, you guys all heard this. He's like, this is my greatest shame. This is our people's greatest shame, is that this, and he kind of like points to like a almost like a cathedral, like covered in coral and like some form of bone, kind of like almost like whale bone is like the kind of like the outside, almost like curling around this church. He goes, I fear that this might be something he helped pollute. I feel this was not a thing.
Ashamed for choosing life.
He says, maybe,
Your
but
king chose life over death, and that is commendable.
Well, I hope you're right. I feel that our king was not wrong, but in doing so, he might have unleashed something much, much darker on your people. But for now, I feel that at some point, what is happening here and is what's happening down there are somehow combined. But we must go. I have also heard that there is something happening down by the lake, and unfortunately, it is not allowing anyone to get to the boats. I have feel that we will most likely be needing your help when we reach there. As that, like, a cart like pulls up, and the gentleman that was there kind of like hands the reins to the envoy, and he kind of just like gets up on top and kind of like motions that we should head down to the lake and go deeper into the water. Actually, I'll say have everybody roll a perception check real quick.
You know what I find curious is that we get a note saying don't trust anything that's touched the water up here. They're seeing very clear signs that we shouldn't be trusting anybody on the surface as well. How sure are we that this is not just a feud between the land dwellers and the sea dwellers?
That is a good question.
So I kind of want to get away from this guy for a little bit and talk to the rest of these guys and kind of make a little bit of a plan to do a little bit of checking up on stuff here.
Okay. I mean, well, okay. Well, first I'll deal with the perception thing, and then I'll let you guys like choose if you guys want to pull back from him for a second. So Brahmer, you see what appears to be another of his kind, in a dark blue cape with a black kind of chain holding it closed. You can make out what appears to be two short swords underneath, and he is crouched and in the alleyway. The only reason you were able to perceive him is because just like from the water, you are seeing glowing, faintly glowing eyes blinking back at you in the alleyway.
Does he look
He does not
like
seem
he's ready?
he doesn't seem like he's readying an attack. He seems at this point as if he is simply observing you all.
Perhaps we should step away for a moment then.
Excuse me.
To the bar.
Where's the little man's room in the tavern? I'm gonna go take a
All
look.
right.
We're not at the tavern still, are we?
No, you
No,
guys are at
no,
the stables,
we're-
but
Oh,
you guys are about 15, 20 minutes away from that place now. Like you guys were walking down the
then
street.
maybe I'll just go behind the stables. Okay. I'll excuse me. I just need to relieve myself. Going behind the stables.
Salith goes, I understand. It's going to be a long trip. Anybody who needs to go to the bathroom should go to the bathroom now.
I'm gonna keep an eye on our friend.
Okay. Basically, you're able, because you've seen this person now, you're able to kind of track their movements. You can see that they, as soon as you guys said you're gonna go around the stables, they kind of scaled the wall and are basically right now where you guys are, or where Tavin went. I don't know if you were all following him. He is now kind of just perched on the roof of this above the stable onto the left hand side of it.
But only he saw this guy, right? So we don't see him, do we?
So I will go with.
At this point, it is just Bromerick who's seen him. Unfortunately, you guys didn't pass.
Seeing him leave, I'll say quietly, "Someone's following us," and gesture to the roof. And I say, "Oh, wait up! You shouldn't. It's bad luck."
Ah, yes. I welcome the company. Kind of weird, but yeah, come along. I mumble in Draconic that the light is giving me weird sensations of being watched. Referencing the eyes I saw in the lake earlier.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well, I understood that because I can now understand everything for a little bit at least.
And our dragonborn.
So yeah, we'll go around the side. Do I see our friend again?
Yes, you can. It looks like he's not particularly he is trying to be stealth, but he's not retrying to he's not overly doing it. It just seems like at this point he's observing all of you.
Oh, I thought we had a dragonborn in the party. We don't have a dragonborn in the party.
That was a previous character.
Oops.
I'm a half-elf monk.
Sorry.
So is there anything you guys wanted to talk between yourselves? You are
Well,
far enough away that Saralith can't hear you.
Okay, well, if I have a little bit of space, I'm going to tell them that I'd like to go And see if I can't figure out, just kind of take the pulse, get an idea of rumors in the city, things people are saying, go to the market, that kind of thing for the next half hour or so, and just try to listen to what people are saying in those places, ham it up and make it clear that I don't, speak anything but common and elvish, and see if I can hear people speaking local languages, other dialects with this spell that I have for a little bit.
Okay.
That's a good plan.
All right. So Saladar is gonna do that. It is. Are you guys gonna mingle as well? Or are you guys gonna kind of like basically what's your plan while he's gonna do that?
I'd like to
guys should-
see if I can come around behind this set of eyes and flank it and see if I can figure out what it is.
I was gonna say, you guys should try to shake down the thing that's trailing us.
Yeah, I'll be a decoy. If you guys want me, if you need a decoy.
All right. So first we'll start with Saladar. And then I'll jump to what you guys are doing here. So Saladar, you kind of like, are you going to tell Saralith that that's what you're doing, or are you going to kind of like try to like shoot around him and then jump jump into like one of the other districts to kind of see what you can hear?
I'm just gonna tell him that I have some business to conclude, and I'll meet back with the group in an hour at the tavern.
Okay. He goes, I understand. It's good to be prepared. Find whatever you need, and we will reconvene. Let's say back here, in an hour. If the tavern, if basically, unless you have something with the tavern, being here so we can head off is probably the better plan. He seems a little shaken.
Well, that's fine. I'll meet here at the stables then.
That you guys are deciding to stay, but at the same time, he does he's like, he accepts it pretty quickly. So, Saladar, as you kind of like, start walking through kind of like the city, you notice that almost everything is divided. There seems to be like a side for the ocean and a side for the lake, but nobody seems like certain. It's almost like if somebody from that other side starts to go to the north near the other side, it's almost like they automatically turn and walk back toward the side that they were going. It's almost like there is an invisible divide down the center of the road. But as you are passing one of the people, you hear them say, "It knows your name already," and the guy has like glazed over eyes, and he just seems to be like staring at you with, and essentially, so you're not seeing any like iris or anything like that. It's just this white mist over the guy's eyes, and he seems to just be like picking things up and like moving them into this alley like over and over again. But anytime every time he gets to a new crate, he looks at you and says the same thing, and then just continues to do what he was doing.
It's kind of like something else is talking through him.
Yes. It almost seems, it not only is something seems to be talking through him, it seems to be moving him in a perpetual state of loading these boxes. Like whatever is doing this is already, like whatever is doing, it's the same action. He quite literally grabs a crate, looks at you, says it knows your name already, takes the crate into the alleyway, comes back, does it again. Like the next crate and the next crate. There, you see that there's like 5 more crates that that are there.
Huh. Okay.
And for that, we'll just.
I'm gonna see if I can
Okay.
get closer to him and try to inspect one of those crates. Then.
Okay. As Are you doing it while he's there and has said it to you, or when he goes into the alleyway?
I'm gonna kind of be tentative and approach him and see if he even reacts to me.
He does seem to have some form of cognitive function. He follows to where you are, so he does see you, but like I said, all he will say is he knows your name already, and then grabs the next crate and takes it and
Okay,
goes.
well, when I recognize that he actually perceives me, I'm gonna wait for him to turn into the alley, and then I'll kind of sneak a peek into one of the crates. Is it big enough for me to grab a crate? Or small enough?
It is about like 2 feet by 2. Yeah, so you can grab the crate.
I'm just gonna kind of wait for him to turn his back, grab one, and kind of walk away with it quickly.
Okay. He comes back. He kind of like looks towards you one last time. He says it knows your name, but he does not notice that you took the crate. You notice that everybody else though on the street seems to be like just normal. Like that seems to be the only person that has something wrong with them. The other people all seem to be, no glazed over eyes. They take notice of you. However, one person does come up and says, have you found religion? This guy seems to be in turquoise like robes. He's got like a small little like kind of like circular hat with like a what looks to be kind of like a wave cresting icon on the front. He has 2 gold arm like armbands on each side, and he is holding what looks to be a like book covered in like coral and like dried seaweed and things like that.
Okay, well, I will say there are many paths to enlightenment. Please tell me about yours.
He goes, we are religion of the salted. We believe that from the ocean life is given, and there are, well, many darknesses in the lake, and we believe that it must be those that are from it are to be re-educated.
From where do your tenants come?
Our tenants come from our homeland of Meyerholm. Our religion started in a place called Howlspire. We have come over here because many of the people here have taken to spreading their gospel of this forsaken lake and going towards many other places. We have come here to help spread our goddess of the sea to these less enlightened people.
I'll ask, is there a temple or a church in the city for your religion?
He points to the one that you guys saw as you were coming down, which is the church that had the whale bones, or the whale ribs kind of being the walls of the church. And then the church is built with inside these whale walls, or like whale ribs. So the vertebrae is actually the main beam of this church. And then there is a steeple coming up where the basically where the spout would be on a whale.
Okay. I'll thank him for the information and tell him that I'll try to visit his temple later.
He gives you
and he leaves.
Gotcha. He gives you like a nod and then proceeds to kind of like vanish back into kind of like talking to people. Like he does not see like I said how people are kind of choosing one side or the other. He does not seem to be remotely concerned with what side of the street he is on, whether it's like the side that is more decorated with like lake features or the side that is more decorated with like ocean features. However, we will jump uh to Bromik and Kale and Tavin, and uh Bromik, you are able to get behind this creature. um I will have you. Are you going to attempt to like capture it, or are you just going to try to startle him? What are you going to try to do?
I'd like to try to sneak closer and see if I can get a better look and see what it is first.
Okay.
Is it a humanoid? Is it a creature?
Um. Yeah, you get close enough to see that it is humanoid. But instead of having like kind of like regular like hand, it's more like three fingers with like claws, like sharp steely kind of like claws at the end.
Does it look anything like the tritons we saw earlier? It looked different.
No, it looks different. It looks like uh almost like an elf, but mutated. Like it has elven features,
Okay.
that same elven beauty, but at the same time, like its skin is almost like its skin is like greener. It doesn't have scales. It's almost got like this uh almost like a mucusy, like thin layer of kind of like like almost like like a mucusy membrane, I guess is the best way of saying it. It's very shiny. Like its skin
Oh,
does not
cute.
have yeah. It's like I said, it doesn't have like regular 5-finger hand. It has like almost that three fingered kind of like claw like hands, as well as it's kind of got like seaweed and stuff kind of wrapped around it, underneath its cloak. You can kind of see like some trailing down.
I'd like to get a little bit closer, and if I can, I'd like to get right over its shoulder and look out across its shoulder what it's watching and say, see anything interesting lately?
As you actually yeah, I'll say you do it, because I'll say you can get you probably you were able to get close enough to it that at this point it didn't notice you. And when you do that, it kind of like shrinks like kind of like back into the left of you just a little bit, like almost trying to get near your side, but it doesn't speak. It's almost like a series of like clicks. Like it start like almost like it's trying to talk to you, but in not a language that you do understand. But you could tell that while you were looking over his shoulder, it was looking at Peck and Kale, but it was also seemingly super focused on Seralith, and which was
All
why
right,
you were
so
able to sneak up on it.
shake my head no and point out to the exit of the alley towards my friends, my new friends, and say, no, let's go. We're gonna have a talk.
It kind of like it looks at you, kind of like puts his head to the side and like clicks, and then kind of like shakes its head like yes, and looks like it's gonna follow you.
Oh, no. You're leading. You walk that way.
All right, so it walks in front of you. Well, it jumps down off of the top of that roof, which was only like 10 feet,
Gotcha.
and like kind of like lands, and then kind of like waits for you, and then kind of like walks to both Kale and Tavin.
You have
Well,
found our friend.
I did find our friend. Fortunately, our friend only converses with the one that you sent out into the market that speaks everything now.
Yep.
See.
Sal, you were making your way back though, right?
Yeah, I have that crate, and I'm gonna be coming
Okay.
back with it.
So, yeah. So, we'll give it like say like it's be a couple more minutes, but yeah, it kind of like looks at you guys. When you guys look back at the cart, Salas isn't there. And you can almost see the little guy, like he starts and like is pointing that Salas is gone.
I guess we probably should have paid more attention to Salad.
At like at about that moment, I'll say the Saladar kind of comes up. You can see that the little guy like seems to look at the like staring directly at that crate that Saladar is holding.
I just drop the crate in front of them and kind of look at them because they all look confused or worried, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you guys like looking like confused or
about Salad?
Okay.
Did you go shopping?
And as he approaches, I say, "Hey, Saldar, our friend here is speaking a different language. See if you can understand what he says without, implying that he has the gift of tongues at the moment."
Sure. I'll trying to think what would my first thought be. I'll ask him what they figured out or what they found out with this. Is this the guy that's that was following us?
He goes, I was tasked. So everybody else is hearing the click, click, click. But you are hearing. He's like, I was tasked to follow, you to the edge of the water. It is imperative that when you do go, you go straight to the king.
Straight to the what?
Straight to the king of the T-Trends. Okay. Salas is not who he says he is. And he kind of like starts looking back. Make an athletics check. Bob and Saladar. And Kale.
Athletics or acrobatics?
I'll let either one. Actually, I'm sorry. Yeah. I didn't know. Actually, Bob, I thought athletics would be your better one. I should have said it's either acrobatics or athletics.
I'll take it too. It's fine.
Okay. Okay. All of a sudden you hear a blade, like a dagger goes past Bob, but both Sal and Kale like both grab it and stop it midair just as it's about to hit this little guy in the chest. And like another one seems to be coming out and seems to be going towards Lap, but Kale actually winds up kicking that one. So both of you guys stop the two blades. The two blades land like on the ground, and as you guys are standing there, there are what appear to be two people, like again with the eyes glazed like over, and there is a guy, a T-Tron, like big old bulky guy, kind of looks like Arnold back in his heyday, but with like these gigantic scales going across his arm, like, and he has two like full on long swords on his back. And the guy basically says, I need that I need that guy that you got there. He is a wanted prisoner.
Are they speaking a language we understand?
Yes, either the Titan is speaking common. The other two do not seem to be saying anything. They wear, both of them are wearing a coral, looking like a coral cap, essentially, on top of their heads.
The slimy clicky guy is wanted.
Yes, he is basically, he's pointing to the little, I don't know, we'll call him mutated like sea elf.
I'll turn and look at him and say, I'm sorry, my new fishy friends, but this is a fishy friend that we are still talking to, that we need to, you know, we're getting to know him for a little while. It sounds like he's a friend of the king and would like us to go see him. Where are you from?
I am the king, one of the king's personal warriors. This thing is not of our people. The fact that he is telling you to see our king is blasphemy. No one but
I'm gonna narrow my eyes and see if I can't get a good read on these guys. Like, which one of these people should we be believing?
okay. Go ahead and roll an insight on that. At this point, your insight very well is just that something. Yeah, both of you guys get that something's off, but
I'm gonna throw it as well.
Okay. So supposedly the envoy said he came alone when you guys first talked with him. So why the fact is somebody that quote says he's the king's like guard here. You do kind of get that insight. Also, he seems wanting to wrap this up very quickly. Like he's looking around. You can see that he's feeling that he probably is a bit nervous. However, the other two, you don't get anything from. They seem to be, like I said, completely like monotone. They have essentially like the same glazed over look, and they seem to just be following him at this moment.
I see that you're in a hurry. Right now, we are on a mission from the envoy to the king. I think his name was Thalazar. I don't know, it's just a fishy friend. I guess there's some bad things happening in the water that he wanted us to help with. Is this envoy with you?
I know of the envoy, but I was sent after the envoy.
You were sent after the envoy?
Yes.
You're going to attack the envoy?
No, the envoy is dead.
Oh. Savister is
What?
dead?
Savister?
The fishy envoy. Sorry, I'm terrible with names.
I hate to say this, but I think you're saying Seralith, and that is the king's
Yes.
brother.
Oh. That is less of an envoy than I was thinking of.
Seralath has been dead for well over 50 years. Or at least missing. I feel that he killed himself after he killed his family, but the king still believes he's out here.
I'm gonna ask. So, what do you want with this guy? And I point to the slimy elf, green elf dude.
Somebody has changed these people with dark magic. He used to be a patron like myself. And
Okay, so this little slimy guy got changed from a triton to whatever he is now.
yes. At least that's what he like. That's what they believe.
That's what he says.
Mm-hmm. If I am right, his name is Brelin, and he went missing a year ago. And he looks to the person behind you and he says, Brelin, if that is you, please say something. And he he kind of like moves, like takes a step back, and he looks at Saladar because Saladar seems to be the only one that notices him or can understand him. And he says, I basically like, Brolin, I am Brolin, but when I came to the land, I was taken and changed by someone. When I did, I lost a piece of who I am. I only know my name. I know not my memories, not what I've been doing. The only thing I remember is that I was tasked to find the people that glowed, and you four glow.
So why were you following Zalatath or whatever? No, that's the one.
Saralith.
Saralith. Why were you following Saralith? Does he glow?
He is dark. A void of light. Something in him is ancient and evil.
Okay. So I'm going to kind of turn around and whisper to the party here. So who do we believe here? These guys say that they're working for the king. Saraleth is missing all of a sudden as soon as these guys show up, and our little lake goblin friend is conveniently absent of any useful memories.
The misty-eyed guys without any pupils coming with that guard.
Yeah, that's a little suspicious too. The misty-eyed guys, no pupils. So maybe let's ask him what's up with those guys. I still haven't looked at my box, have I?
Nope.
I'll be like, excuse me, fishy friend, guard. What's up with your two companions? They don't seem well.
They are changed. They seem to be under a form of control, though I was actually heading to see who these people belong to. There are several more out there that seem to have this same kind of brainwashing. I can sense some form of psychic residue on them, but who is controlling them, I am unsure.
Sounds like you're investigating the same thing we are. Would you like to join us?
He looks at
Unfortunately, you can't kill our other fishy friend.
He goes, I'm not here to kill him. I'm hopefully here to take care of him. To help him return to what he once was, but I was not the one that threw the blades. That was somebody else.
You could have opened with that.
Because I should have. Unfortunately, at that moment, I was taken back. I do apologize. However, these gentlemen with me, I cannot speak for who their allegiance is. Simply that they seem to be following me, and that they themselves are, well, basically of one simple mind. I don't know if they know even what they're doing or if they can complete complicated tasks.
Well, my friend, I know anger can cast a fog of war over things that we're trying to know, and unfortunately, if you'd have no light, that fog of war just blinds us. Let's investigate this together and see what's going on.
He goes, very well. I am Arquak. I will accompany with you.
Hard name to say.
He says, you should try
I'm going
speaking
to
it in
get
my
that
native
wrong.
language. Arquak, basically, kind of like walks up to you guys, and as that occurs, actually, before that, Salar, what are you going to do with the box?
Well, I don't want to mess with it around everybody else here, but if it works, I'd like to just set it down and open it and go through it. Let them know that where I found it, what was going on. I'll tell them that I found it being carried into an alley by another one of these fog-eyed creeps.
All right. As you are opening it, right, or no?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna sit it down and try to open it.
I like how I'm like, you're opening it, right? No, no, yeah, no. Inside actually are what look to be music boxes, like 10 of them, all stacked one on top of the other.
Well, that's suspicious.
What do they look like? Music boxes? Are they fancy or just kind of basic?
They are fancy. They have a crystal like lid that's see-through. You can see the essentially like the little player inside. Then it is like a almost like a like treasure box kind of like finish, like the like this kind of like sea wood with like gold trim on the around the edges of it, around the box, and then the footing on them are what appear to be a carved coral into like feet, and then the bottoms of the coral are like dipped in silver. And then it has the little handle on the out or on the left hand side to like wind it up, and that seems to be made of like almost looks like copper or something that has been sitting at like the bottom of like a lake or an ocean.
You should play one.
I immediately stopped them from trying to play it.
What's the worst that could happen?
Probably wise, my friend.
All right. So you guys stop it
I
from
let
being
them know
played.
that this might be what's causing the fog-eyed condition.
Mm-hmm.
Do
one
either of you
of
guys have the ability to cast detect magic without wasting valuable spell slots?
Yeah. I can
I
do it.
can as well. I can only do it once per long rest, though. So
No, I can do it. I'll cast
one of us
magic. It's
should
a ritual.
examine this without playing it.
okay.
Yeah, I can do that. That's no problem.
All right. You guys, yeah, you cast detect magic. All 10 of them glow. I forget on detect magic. Is it something like I forget what it
We can know the
detects?
school of magic.
Gotcha. Let's see. Okay. See any visible creature. Effect. School of magic. Okay. And it is psionic. So
Oh.
the school of magic that is wavering from that is a psionic form of magic. Right. I want to make sure. Want to make sure that that is our form of. Yes. Okay. So you're a divine magic or a psionic magic is what you are divining off, detecting off of all of these. Divining, it's divination. So, from each one, it's a faint aura around them. And let's see, what's the sphere? Sphere is about 30 feet. Does it go through walls?
Depends on the thickness of the wall. So 1 foot of stone, dirt, or wood will block it. 1 inch of metal or a thin sheet of lead.
Okay, so you can sense not only those ones, you can sense one in the stable, and you can sense one in the building that you guys are like standing next to.
I relay that. They seem to be quite common, and I point to the areas where they're at.
Like the one that in the stable, you basically can sense it behind what appears to be the door to the stable guard's room.
I'll go get it.
Are there any other markings or anything on it? Any writing?
Do a perception check.
$14.
All right. You turn to the bottom, and there is a string of 5 ruins dead center in the bottom of the wood, like the seawood panel that's on the bottom of.
With my tongues spell, can I read the runes? Or at least decipher their intent?
Let's
If they're
see.
a language, then yes.
That's the question. I'm trying to because they are runic in nature. I would say that you can. I'm trying to see. All right. So it's not like you're basically just defining the ruin, not like it's not a sentence. You see like essentially a ruin that translates to silence, one that translates to looping movement, one that ruins to borrowed will. The fourth one is inner confinement, and the final one is only you can, the understanding of it that you can make out is something called final notice or final note. That one seems a little undecipherable.
Sure, not quite clear in the intent of that rune.
Yeah.
Okay. I will convey that to them, and just can I see if my character would make the logical inference that this item is something that would be putting a curse on people, or is probably likely responsible for the fog-eyed people? I think we've already kind of made that hypothesis, but this
I mean, the jump is perfectly there.
Clear.
Like something, somebody is passing these out, and people are becoming sheep of some, like mindless. As soon as you guys, or as soon as you read the final ruin and start to make that leap, the two glazed-eyed people seem to start like run up and try to grab like the crate and start trying to run off with it.
So I've been watching them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast web when I start seeing them move.
Okay. Go for it.
Let's see. Cast.
Second level, 60 foot. Yep. All right. Yeah. Let me just roll for them. Roll. Okay, I don't know why that third one came, but all right. Yeah, they both or one does. Well, actually, what happens on the dexterity save? Does it actually not bind them, or does it
Let's see.
I always forget. Sorry.
Let's make a dexterity save. On a failed, creatures are strained until they break free. If it succeeds, they're no longer restrained.
Okay. So the one one of them reaches for, like, runs for it, like both of them are running for it. The one gets webbed. The other one manages to grab it and start basically, he doesn't even try to like he just starts booking straight, like with the other 9 of them, because Saladar is still holding one.
Is he running past us?
No, he's running straight down the alleyway into, like, towards the dark. Like, basically he's booking it into the darkness with it. Like, he's just going straight down the alleyway into trying to get to like the next street over.
Can we?
Yeah, you guys can follow, or because one's stuck. Like one is stuck to the floor.
I'll go after the one that ran.
Okay.
The one that's stuck. I'm gonna try and touch him. Does he make any move to like attack or anything threatening?
As soon as he got stuck, he just he went slack. Like, okay. It's almost like whoever gave him the will or the order has no use for him now.
I'm gonna try and remove curse as I touch him. Oops.
When you touch him, and do the remove curse, the fog over his eyes like pulls back, but he just like a puppet with strings cut, he just falls to the floor.
Oh my.
Well, now we know what final note means.
Thank you for that clever experiment. I will be off after the one that got away. And I will take off after, is it Saldar that took off after the one that went running?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys are following him, actually, what's your guys' run speed?
50 feet walking.
50
If
feet.
I
Holy
sprint,
shit.
it's 100 feet.
Okay. You basically
30, but I can use my cunning action to dash as a bonus action.
okay. You guys essentially catch up to him at the steps of the Church of the Lake. Like quite literally, he was trying to get up the steps. You guys like pounce on him, grab him. The box and all the music boxes kind of spill on the steps. He lets out this gruntal like what sounds like a roar to you guys. Everybody else around that is on that side of the street all turn towards you and start like moving towards you guys. And there are at this point 6 of them. So 3 from the left, 3 from the right are moving towards the steps where you guys are standing.
Did that seem to be like a magical command or something, or is it just pure auditory?
You can sense magic from it. I forgot you did. Yeah. So you guys can sense magic, and from that, it seems like something on their head is glowing in your sight. Like in your magic sight. Something like on the back of their head is glowing. So they are
That's the people that are approaching us. Their head is glowing.
For Bob, or from Bromerick, because he can still see detect magic, or he still has detect magic on.
Oh, okay. I don't see that. So real quick though, the church that this guy tried to run into is the Whalebone Church.
No, the Church of the Still Lake. So because he went
so it is a different church.
Correct.
Okay, good to know. Are we even near the Church of the Sea?
No, the Church of the Sea is actually back where you were when you went strolling, so it's like opposite side of the town.
Okay. Has the map changed, or are we still looking at the front of the tavern?
To be fair, no, I've just been using the tavern. Let me get you guys an update on this.
No, it's fine. I just wanted to make sure that I'm not like missing a map or something. That I'm not getting updates.
No, it's yeah.
Well, are we rolling initiative for these people approaching us?
Yeah.
If not,
Oh yeah. I
probably
should say.
defensive.
You guys, go ahead and start rolling initiative.
And how many of them are there?
6 of them.
Oh boy.
I didn't run after them.
Yep, it's just them at the moment.
Am I still in range, or are they?
I mean,
out of my sight?
You heard the roar, like this gruntial like roar that like but that's you guys. That's all you guys essentially see.
The person that I cured cursed, did he die?
Did you check to make sure?
Like a medicine check.
Yeah, he dead.
Okay, so yeah, I'll do a he's dead. Okay, so I'll say a quick prayer for him, and then hearing the roar, I'll run after the party member, or the other 2.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So let's. All right. Okay. So I have to do this. Oh, because I'm currently on that one. Why is it? All right. um. Okay. I'm gonna get my book real fast.
I guess should I roll initiative? I'll roll initiative now as well.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Get that out of the way. Nice.
poor Bob and Peck. They're just not getting them rolls.
Right. I'll take the 20s when they count.
You'll
Not
say
just for
exactly.
healing numbers.
Get the 20 where you can get it, right?
Mhm.
Real quick and okay, so we got Cell with 16. Sorry, some of the stuff I just revert back to old school because it's just easier for my brain. At some point, I'll work on getting it to and have it.
When it's not being super glitchy, that is arguably the best part of the D&D Beyond virtual tabletop. is having
Yeah, I
this
agree.
combat. When it's not being glitchy, which is
Yeah,
not very often.
so we're gonna. All right. Why did it not? Come on. Move to. So I did make maps, but I actually did not make this map. We're gonna play this one a little bit of the mind here. See if I can cheat this. All right. Okay, and that's. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So first person is actually going to be Kale. We are at this point we're going to play it for a second in the basically in the mind. Just
Okay.
actually no, I got something. Hold on. We're gonna cheat this just a little bit. And we're gonna all right, give me 2 seconds. Yay for things working out the way they should. All right. This guy real fast. Sometimes things work, sometimes they don't. But today it worked. Oh, move to. I just. I hate that sometimes if you don't have the right one on, it's like, oh yeah, no, we're not gonna put it in the right location. Hey, please do. Taking a all right. Okay, so just all right. There we go. And nope, stay. All right, there we go. Let's drop everybody on real quick. So you guys were right there. Oop. What? Of course, this thing is going to be annoying because I accidentally had the map one open. All right, there we go. Token. Token. Oh, already got you on there. Tavin will be coming from here. Okay, where were you at? Like, were you like nearby them as well, or were you like
Yeah,
slightly behind?
I was running up. No, I was running up with Saldar to chase
Okay.
after the guy that got away.
So I'll put you right there, and then. All right. What? Oh, come on. And then. Nope. That will just do. All right. There we go. Okay. And so, well, Bob, you made it to the stairs, didn't you? With him?
No, I never moved.
Oh, what's that? Oh, so wait, it was okay, like that. Gotcha. And this guy is right here. There we go. Okay. Bring that up a little bit. Bring it bigger. All right, there we go. All right. So, first person is Kale. He is the first initiative.
All right. Does not look like I can grab my token. And I'll ping
Oh,
where I'm moving.
yeah, hold on. Let's keep forgetting that this one doesn't automatically have that. I can.
That's all right. This would be 25 up here, so I'll move up here. I'll call back over my shoulder. I don't think there's any reason to try to save them. Our life-loving friend tried to save one back there, and they just slumped over.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, there you go. And giving everybody the ability to move their characters. All right, you should be able to move your character now too.
Got it. Down here, over here.
Oh, that's
25 feet.
actually cool. I like that feature that they added. You can actually see it's like counts the things now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. All right.
Let me double check this. How do I get out of here? What is my disengage? Is that a cunning action or is that a
You should be able to cunning action disengage. Yeah,
Does it take your bonus action?
the cunning action will take your bonus action. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
If your dagger
All right.
has nick, though, you should be able to get 2 hits on it without using your bonus action.
Yeah, I've got a scimitar. All right, I will start with short sword to try to hit first.
Okay.
All right, 27 to hit.
Yeah, you definitely hit. Yep.
All right, and I don't think I get sneak attack. Yeah, I don't have it right now. 17 damage,
Okay.
and
All
Vex
right.
gives me advantage on my next hit, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You as you hit him, he doesn't seem to make any like movement, but like he just kind of takes the hit. It stumbles him just a little bit back, and then it says he's um uh basically feel free to kill my pawn. The guy says it with almost kind of like this dead thing, but the only deflection is just in the voice. No facial movements, no anger, no pain, just this simple voice saying that to feel free to kill his pawns.
Gladly. Does a 15 hit?
Unfortunately, no, not for him.
All right, then I will use my bonus action then to disengage. I think I only have 5 feet of space left. That'll be it for me.
Okay. Next will be all right. Guy right here. He's gonna move. Actually, he will move right there, and really wish I could make that. Oh, I can actually F11. Sorry, I'm making my thing a little easier to see, hopefully. All right. Sal, what's your AC?
18.
18. All right, and he actually misses. Oh, I can turn the GM rolls thing. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So next goes to Sal.
Um, I am going to, I guess, punch the guy in front of me.
Okay.
24.
That hits.
9 damage.
Okay.
23.
That hits.
14 damage. Um, yeah, I'm going to use, he's not down, right?
No, he
He looks
is
bloodied or he looks normal?
he looks damn like he's got like obviously you punched him friggin' twice and dealt some significant damage. However, like with the other one, they don't seem to be reacting, and where most likely you'd see like a giant bruise from blood like bubbling, under the surface, it is still his skin is almost pale white where you hit.
I'm going to use unarmed strike again with my bonus action.
Okay.
21.
21? Yeah, hits.
And another 12 damage.
Another 12 damage. It seems every time you start to deal, or that you deal damage, like where it was once color, like the color of just normal skin, it almost takes on, it's almost as if like the energy is draining, or the life force is draining from this person that you're hitting.
Okay. These are magical attacks. If I don't know if that matters.
But yeah, no, that's, it is good to know because I didn't know that, but I will take that into account. But it doesn't actually change on him.
Okay, good. I'll try to puzzle that out while these guys take their turn.
All right. So next person. Okay. Is right here. He's gonna go. Actually, he is getting something from over here. After that, it will be this guy, and he is gonna go right there, and he is going to wow. Okay. He missed. All right. And now it is Bromrick. Oh, sorry, not Bromrick. Sorry, it's Tavin and Bromrick.
Let's see. I'm going to cast web. The two on the left, are they running in to join us?
The two on the left seem to be, at this point, not moving.
Okay. There's just the one, and the one closest to me. Did he take a swing at me?
He readied a crossbow. It is pointed towards you and towards Bromrick. Not sure who exactly it is pointed at yet.
Okay. I'm going to cast web on the area, on the guy right in front of Saldar. Just kind of cover up that bridge with web.
Okay. So you're putting it in front of the door, or like, or on the stairway towards the door, or on them itself?
Not this. It's the pathway that's leading to the right, and we have.
I think there's a circle you can put down or something.
Oh, really?
Kind of like
Draw
effect.
a rectangle. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, like right there. How big is it supposed to be? Web. 60 feet, so it's much bigger than that. 60 feet cubed. So something like that.
Okay, so you're putting it there. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll cover that with web. And I am. So each of those squares, those are 10 meters, right?
Yes, or 5 meters. 5.
5.
Yeah.
Meters.
Okay.
All right.
Well, each one should be
5 feet. So
5
right?
feet. Yeah,
5 feet.
roughly meter and a half.
Yep.
Let's see. Did it already cast web? It already cast web. Cool. I'm gonna do. Also cast a moment. I think since that dude is pointing towards me, and I'm gonna use that to move up to the stairs next to the Gale and Zelda. Sorry, I was thinking Zeldar was Romic.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll move up next to the stairs. Next to Zeldar. Oh, the guy in the middle of us? That's the guy with that was running away from the crane, right?
Correct. He has spilled the music boxes along or up onto the steps. It is now now Brahm.
I'm going to use my bonus action to wild shape into a warhorse. And I will go here and then charge at this guy.
Okay. You charge right up to him. His back, like, he doesn't even turn around. He's quite literally has his back to you. I will give you advantage because he did not even turn around.
I still miss. I'm on fire today.
Oh, okay. As you do that, you go to like
How much?
hit him with the hooves. It just kind of goes up and scrapes across the back, like his back, but it doesn't, deal anything on that one. At this point, our enslaved or enthralled person is now right about there, still like crawling, trying to scramble to pick these things up. He does not even seem remotely interested in what this fight is happening. It just seems like whatever is it programmed into his mind right now is to retrieve these music boxes. And then this guy right here seems
That could
to
be an attack of opportunity.
yeah, you can attack him.
I'm gonna try and cure wounds. Or sorry, remove curse.
You're gonna remove curse? Okay. You touch, so you just all right, roll to essentially to touch him.
All right. Is that kind of a hit?
Yeah, that's basically just a hit.
Just
'Cause now he's
just
actively
20.
Trying to like avoid you.
Actually, it'd be like an unarmed strike. There we go.
Yeah, it'd just be an unarmed. Yep, you touch him, and just like the other guy, he kind of like his eyes clear up for a second, and he just falls into the music boxes. When he does, let's see if that's actually, we'll see if it happens. One of the music boxes falls and opens, and a music starts playing. A hauntingly deep sounding music that starts resonating through the area. You guys start to feel this pressure pushing on your guys' minds, but just as it feels like it's in your, like, it's almost like it's knocking on a door, but for some reason, whatever it is, this sound at this moment, you are protected. Something is protecting you. While you can hear the music, the words, you again, just like the name that was called in the tavern, just like the gruntial roar you heard that pulled these six to you, whatever is calling forth from these moments, something is protecting you and shielding you from this. However, when that happened, the guy right here, that where Saladar saw the white fade from where he was punching, the almost life leaving the body of the guy, all of a sudden, as if something is giving back, the color starts to return to those places where he was hit. The gentleman that got, or the guy that got sliced by hail, the flesh starts to slowly knit back through the slice that he made. However, where that slice was, now there is just one singular white line, and it almost looks like the guy aged. The gentleman that regained the color in his skin also again looks like he aged. He went from just short hair to long white grizzled hair. He had no beard, and now he has like a beard that is now down to like the middle of his chest. It almost whatever this song is doing seems to at least to these people seems to be helping them in battle. And with that, the guy over here, I've already moved him. Wow, my rolls are just as bad as Bromic. He fires off an arrow which like goes underneath the hooves of Horus Bromic, and the gentleman over here actually moves to get something from these right here. So from that, it restarts putting Kale back into the front, or back into attack.
Well, that just won't do, now will it?
All right, there we go. Or Kaz is like asking for music. All right. All right. What do we, Kale, what do we got for you?
My turn?
Yep. Yeah.
So even after they healed, they still look like they're coming after us, right? They weren't snapped out of the trance.
So yeah, other than the aging, it looks like they did not snap out of the trance. The music box is still playing at this moment.
Interesting. Okay. Then I will come running back over here. And I'll get this guy.
Okay. Yeah, his grizzled white hair, he looks like he aged about 20 years in mere seconds.
20 to hit there?
Yep, that hits.
All right. Now I can sneak, right? Can I sneak on that?
You should be able to.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody's next to him.
Yep.
All right. 26 damage on the first attack. And second one has advantage.
And that hits.
Right. And it didn't pop up? Oh, yeah, it did. Okay.
Yeah, it did.
5 damage from that one.
All right, so it looks like we got a total of 20, so 31 damage in and slashing. So, all right. Damage to that guy. Right.
And then I will disengage again. See, how far did I move? 20 there, so I've got 10 feet. All right, I will disengage up here. Cutting action. That'll be it.
Gotcha. All right. As you disengage, you hear, as you go closer to the music boxes, you start to hear the Dragon Queen. For the first time in a while, you feel something you haven't heard before. You hear not her words, it almost sounds like it's bubbling underwater. And for a moment you have a vision of the Dragon Queen herself sinking into the water, into the depths, and just fading away. And then almost as quickly as you move away from it, it like basically like being splashed with cold water, it blinks away. The sound is louder to you because you're sitting next to the music boxes themselves. But it's almost like the Dragon Queen herself shut the door on whatever was about to come through.
Cool. Interesting.
And then with that, that ends your turn. The dude is severely damaged, like a slash going across, like literally one arm is just hanging off, and there's like a just minor nicks, and like for the first time you see blood, but it's not blood, it is ocean water. Like ocean water is pouring out of these wounds. Or sorry, it may not be ocean water. It is water. I'm fucking, it's ocean water. Anyway, and with that, it is now Sal's turn.
Do I get the impression that my punches weren't doing anything before?
They were doing something. It just seems like, because even now, just within seconds of him leaving, you are seeing again you're seeing aging, but it's significantly slowed down from that first time when he like super healed up. It seems that even age has a limit to regeneration, so it seems like he is aging, but now it is a slower rate, and the wounds are slowing down as well, or the regeneration of the wounds is slowing down as well. The knitting of it is not nearly as fast as that first time.
Okay, I'm gonna punch him.
Okay.
16.
16 hits.
15 damage.
All right. As you do that, every time you hit him, you smell the salt, like in the water. You like smell ocean coming off of this guy. And as you do that one last punch, you basically he just collapses. Like for one moment, you can see the fade of the whatever's holding them binded fade away, and for like a half a second he looks at you not as this mindless drone, but as the person that he was, and just collapses down onto the ground. And with that, he dies. Or in a state of death.
I'm gonna move past him to this dude over here.
All right.
I'm gonna punch him.
Okay.
24. Oh no. Yeah, sorry, 24.
Okay, and doing. Okay, so yes, that hits, and then 10 damage.
10
okay.
damage. I'm going to spend a focus point to add 1d8 necrotic to this.
1d8 necrotic. Okay.
1d8 plus 2. Why doesn't it show the plus 2? So it should be 9 damage.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sorry, plus the 10, so 19 damage necrotic.
Gotcha. 19 total. Okay. As
And
you
then
do
use my
that,
bonus action. Sorry, go ahead.
okay. You notice that he doesn't seem to be aging, but he does. The necrotic damage seems to be eating at him more, than what you feel it should. It's almost like something is eating, or it's eating away at him quicker.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to unarmed strike again.
Okay.
20 and 11 damage.
Okay, 20 and 11 damage. All right. So. All right, so just kind of like how you saw the other guy start to heal. However, this time where the necrotic damage was does not heal. He where that is, as it regenerates, it actually starts to spread across the deadened tissue seems to spread across where the areas that you hit him, that were turning white from just like how you punched him the last time, start to regain it as he starts to age. But it's almost like by aging, he's also causing the necrotic to spread across the body. Like for the first time, you actually hear something that is not a voice speaking through it, or but you actually hear a scream of pain from it, and with that, its eyes start to clear up, and it actually, alive, falls to the floor. Like you can see the breathing, but it's almost as if the pain was so unconscionable from the necrotic spreading across it during the regeneration that it falls down to the ground. And with that, all right, this guy is trapped. The gentleman in the web starts to try to free himself, and he does not. He's still stuck in the web. This guy over here. All right. Let's see. All right. The gentleman in the back pulls what looks like this almost basically like a wand of some sort, and with it he like raises it into the sky. Oh, what the heck happened there? Hopefully that was weird. Roll 20 just had a crash or something. All right, there it goes. Raises it to the sky and calls down lightning down onto our good friend Bromerick. Let's see. That range 120 feet, which was fine. Spell damage increases to 4d10 if outside. Okay. And it is outside. D10. Is there a saving throw? All right. All right. So he calls down 4 lightning bolts. He's actually going to... Can he target different people? Okay, on different turns. Gotcha. So... I don't know if you want to roll a dex check, Bromric.
Sure.
Okay. All right, so you actually take half damage. So you'll take 13 damage. So for the first, like, this person seems to be holding the wand up into the now clouded sky that is now starting to storm and lightning, but the voice that comes from him to advance the light, or to essentially cause the rod to activate, is not his own. It is a almost weird hissing like voice that feels foreign to this face that is essentially showing no expression. The lightning comes down and strikes. You can feel it coursing through your horse-like body and down through your hooves into the ground. And as quickly as it passes, or as it strikes, it passes. The lightning still, or the thunder and storm still remain above you, and it starts to begin to slowly sprinkle rain. And then with that, I believe it is Taven. Taven, it is your turn.
All right. The guy right next to Bromric, is he alive or dead? Did he just die?
No, he just died.
Okay. Can I? Did I notice the flicker of life, like, come back to him as he was dying?
Roll a perception for me. Saladar did notice it, but I will.
Man.
No. I will say, Hale can roll as well because he would have been facing the front of him. Yeah. All right. No. So no. Only person that noticed it was Saladar.
All right. That might change. And then the guy I cured wounds with, removed curse. Is it too late to cast Spare the Dying on him?
You could give it a shot.
So this would be 0 hit points and isn't dead. So when I
And
saw him
isn't
fall,
dead?
Yeah.
I will say this. You can give it a shot.
That's what it. Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and cast Spare the Dying.
Okay. As you do that, you see for just a moment, he goes, and then just like his head slams back down onto the stairs. And he is breathing.
Well, my friend, I might live to regret that, but at least you are not dead. Unfortunately, your other friend is not as lucky. And then with that, I think that is all the actions I will do. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's the
So he now has 1 hit point.
yes, he has 1 hit
Does
point.
it look like, is his eyes clear now? Does he have normal eyes, or is he still look like he's possessed?
I'll say you could see his eyes when you did that, because obviously you're pushing for him to come back to life. His eyes were clear.
Excellent.
And with that, it goes to Bromrick.
All right, this guy over here, is he the one that shot the wand at me?
It was this guy or this guy. How do I do that? Oh, that guy over there. Because then when I try to click on him, this guy blinking over here on the side.
Can't get to him.
How did I do that? Ping. Everyone.
Just hold the
Oh,
button down.
that guy. Oh, okay, there we go. Ah.
All right, well, I'm gonna fight this guy instead, I guess. This guy's
alright.
dead.
Yep, that guy's dead. All right. That guy is back to you. He seems to be rummaging through that thing.
Watch me miss.
I believe in you. Let's see.
15 hit.
Yeah, that actually does hit for him.
All right,
Oh,
14
poor
damage.
Steve.
And he's prone.
All right, you knock him prone. Something slides and hits your feet, but yeah, he whatever it was that he had grabbed, he did have it in his hand, but it is now slid to your feet and he is prone on the ground.
Cool. That'll be my turn.
Okay. All right, so this, let me do this. This actually makes it easier. Bramp. And he's no longer Bramp, and he is a Burp. Okay.
I'm gonna actually call out now that I noticed this guy has come back. Is
Mhm.
that to just knock him down to death, and I'll do the rest. I'll heal him back, do spare the dying on the ones that fall.
Okay. So you hear Taven yell that out to all of you. And with that, it's everybody else. Oh, him. And then he is going to. Wow, my rolls suck. All right, an arrow goes whizzing by both Taven and Kel and lands into the steps themselves. And that was the last person. So the other guys. Oh, no, that's not the last person. The prone guy.
Which one shot that arrow? This
The
one?
one that shot this one was that guy right there.
Okay. That was rude.
And forgot how you have to roll to get back up, or is it
Just
it's
use
just
half
his
the
turn?
damage.
Yeah, half movement. Gotcha. All right. So he gets back up and takes a swing. Okay. Oh, okay. And What was your armor class?
20.
20. Oh, then yeah, okay. He goes to punch you just and just misses. He does not have any bonuses. All right. With that, it goes back to Kale.
All right. I can get to him. All right, I'll move up there. 25 feet. So go dashing over towards him. Well, not dashing technically, but try to get him with my short sword. 17, so it's a 25 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
All right. And then I will have advantage on my second attack. And when I have advantage, I can sneak attack, right? So Vex would give me sneak attack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Haha, that's where it works.
Advantage or flanking or
Got it. Have not played a rogue before. Ooh. Nice. 13 hit? Probably not.
No.
All right, cunning action, and I'll use my 5-foot step to disengage again. That'll be it.
All right. So for this guy, he seems to have taken the damage, but not aged like the other one. But when you did cut him, you notice that he is wearing some sort of talisman. As you were stepping back, you could see that this talisman around his neck seems to be glowing. And with that, we're going to go to Sal. Saldar. And what are you going to do there, sir?
so the guy in front of me is down as well.
Yes. So he doesn't seem to be, he's incapacitated. He does not seem to be dead, but the necrotic damage that you did to him seems to be digging through his body, almost like it's spreading heavily.
And I saw his eyes flash with life before he,
yes,
like the fog
before he
lifted
fell. Yeah, the
gasped,
fog
got in
listed.
pain.
He gasped, yeah, in pain, and then he is incapacitated. Like he is in the stages of 3 rolls till death.
As a free action, can I do a medicine check just to see if I think that anything can be done for him?
Yeah.
What is the 16 with proficiency in medicine and the healer feat give me as an indication of what this guy can have done for him?
You could essentially, yeah. It looks like you're able to stop the necrotics, like the spread of the necrotic damage across him, like by essentially using your healer feat and the medicine you have on you, you would be able to halt the spread. So instead of it regenning more and more necrotic damage inside of him, you would be able to, like, he would still have some
But I think
damage, but he would be able.
I get the impression that if I try to help him, though, he's not going to be possessed and start attacking me again.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so then with my action, I'm going to spend 1 focus point and do Hand of Healing on him.
Okay. As you do that on him, he you can see, like, from what looked like almost shriveling up in pain, he kind of, like, it subsets and he just kind of, like, relaxes and stays slumped on the ground. So he's stable and then out. But you
Okay,
can see
I'm
that
going
he
to-
is released.
I'm going to use my movement and get over here to this guy. And with my bonus action, I am going to punch him.
Okay. Go ahead on that when you're ready.
I'm going to specify, as with blunt and unarmed attacks, you can specify that you don't intend to kill, you intend to render unconscious. So that'll be the intent with these attacks going forward.
Okay.
But I am going to spend the extra focus point to imbue this with necrotic if it hits. 15?
Yes, that does hit for him.
Okay, so 1d8 blunt damage and 1d8 plus 2, so another 3. So 12 blunt damage and 3 necrotic damage.
Okay, so 3 necrotic damage. Just like with the other guy, oh shoot, one thing I did forget. Both of you guys saw it, would have seen it on this guy, the guy right over here. When he fell to the floor, Bromrick, you saw that what looked to be a piece of coral fall from the back of his head, and that magic that you had seen glowing on the back of his head fade away.
Interesting.
And as you punch this guy over here, a similar thing starts to occur where the necrotic damage spreads from the point that you hit him on, but as he starts to do the regen, it doesn't seem to be enough to do what it did on the other guy, and he still is up, but the necrotic seems to be like spreading. It's just not feeding as fast as it was on the other one. He doesn't seem to be losing the mist from his eyes, but he does seem to be grabbing that spot, and has basically, because of the web, is just put his knee down and is now just kind of kneeling there. And with that, was there anything else, or was that one gonna be it? So he didn't lose the
That
mist
is
in his
my
eyes,
turn,
but
yeah.
okay. So yeah, he didn't lose the mist in his eyes. He did take the necrotic, and it did spread when he started to regen, but not enough for him to scream out in pain like the other one. It seems that there is a certain threshold that you have to reach with the necrotic damage that is dealing to it. Let's see. With that, this guy right here, right? Is he next? Yes. And with that, he, again, you hear that slithering, kind of like voice that does not seem to be his own, and it seems to be calling forth. So, Kale, you are going to roll a dex check, which I imagine you're going to succeed. Do you have anything that, like a reaction that negates magic or anything like that, or?
Not magic, no.
Okay. So he is using the, and you get it. So you're only going to take half damage, but. So 9 damage to you.
Okay.
Again, like I said, that voice calling out, for the first time, this guy seems to make a move. He closes the one open music box that was playing. When he does that, this guy seems to sag a little bit, but he's still active. This guy passes out. It seems that the music box was basically supercharging them. And so with that, it becomes Tavin. The heck was that? I wanted to stay on my freaking playlist and it keeps changing. Stay on the music playlist of ancient people chanting. All right. So Tavin, it is your turn.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute.
Oh.
I'm gonna move 5 feet to this guy. It's not pinging. And cast Spare the Dying on the guy that probably is already dead and it won't work. But I'm gonna try it anyway.
Well, that guy? Okay.
Yeah.
That guy totally dead.
Oh, okay. All right. So
actually, I won't make that your move. You can see he's dead. I mean, his arm was hanging off. Like he,
oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. His arm, he was very dead. Okay, then with that, I guess I'll just come around the corner because yeah, he was obviously dead, and cast it on the guy in the web.
Okay. Okay, so you're going to the guy in the web?
Yeah.
Okay, you are able to stabilize him. It seems like it was a lot easier to do once the coral fell off and also fizzled away.
Did I notice the coral?
Yes, you did notice it. Yep. All right. Anything else you're doing, or is that it for you right now?
Yeah. Then I'd like to use my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
For a moment to think, and I'll move the rest of my movement to right behind this guy. Oops, right behind this guy. And so when the moment to think comes away, I'll try and grab his coral from the back of his neck.
Okay.
Should. Okay, let's, oops, no, that's the wrong one. Moment to think. There you go.
Okay, so you're setting up an action, or you are reaching for it to grab it?
I am reaching for it, but I can't interact with it while time is stopped. So I can move my own body and whatever I'm carrying, but I can't.
Oh, gotcha.
I can't touch an object or. Yeah, I
When
guess that would be an action, and I've already used my action, so.
Yeah.
So I can't do anything with this coral at the moment.
Okay, so you're just behind him right now. Like,
Yeah.
basically you just popped up behind him. Okay. All right, so then it goes to Brumrick.
So, can I see this guy's coral hat?
Yes, you can.
Like to bite it and rip it off of him.
Okay, give me a roll, or basically a roll to attack.
Okay.
Or you could go with athletics
And
too.
that one. All right.
All right. So you win for it. It went to do that, but unfortunately, Unfortunately, it kind of like swiftly misses. But you kind of like sit there and start like pounding the dirt with your foot, like neighing, like readying for the next warhorse charge. Let's see.
That'll be it for me.
That'll be it for you. All right. With that, this guy is gonna take a swing. Unfortunately, has no bonuses. If he tries to go and grab something, would that give you an attack of opportunity because it's at your? Like if he goes to grab the thing that rolled by your hooves, I would assume that would give you an attack of opportunity.
I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll give an attack of opportunity because he's literally reaching down for the item that is at your feet right now.
Three, so 9 damage.
Okay. And were you going for the same location? Like for the spot on the back of his head? Yeah, I will because you were trying to do that. So we'll say you continue to. And also he's bowed down. So as soon as he reaches for the item that at your hooves. When he does that, you literally just back kick him into the back of the neck. You can feel the thing. You kind of like hear it. Almost like a suction cup popping like off of the back of his neck, and he just kind of falls limp. You just hear the last thing is like, and then he like passes out.
As a out of character and aside, Druid of the Moon, that's what you are, right?
Yep.
You do at 3rd level get the ability to make a second attack as a bonus action.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering. I thought you had 2 attacks.
Because you can make an unarmed strike as a bonus attack, and beast attacks count as unarmed strikes.
I didn't read that anywhere. I don't know where you're getting that from.
Unless I'm crazy, let me look it up. But I thought that was how that went.
Yep, at level 3, you get spells and circle forms.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
And temporary hit points. And better AC.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong too. I thought you did.
That'd be super OP.
I guess that's probably true. Well, all right. Well, we'll look into that. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good.
No problem. So this guy is now technically not killed, but he is unconscious. All right.
So
with
you have
that,
2 weapon. Oops. Bromrick has 2 weapon fighting. So when he takes an attack action on his turn and attacks with a light weapon, he can make 1 extra attack with a bonus. But
Yeah,
that's
but
with
beast
weapons.
forms aren't. Yeah. Unfortunately, wild shape forms aren't weapons or unarmed
Yeah.
strikes.
okay. Fair. All right. So with that, this gentleman right here is going to turn to he turns to Trevin and just like roll a opposed strength check.
Strength check. What is he doing?
He's taking both hands and is going to grab both your arms.
Okay. Is it like a melee attack? roll like he's
grapple.
doing, or just a grapple? Okay. And what did you want me to roll?
Pose strength check.
Oh, strength check. Nice. 3.
All right. He grabs both your arms and he leans in. He goes, "We're waiting, Trevin. The door is unlocked. We'll wait inside for you. Come and get us." And he reaches into onto the back of his neck and rips the coral off and just.
Well, that saved me time. A little creepy.
This guy right here,
I'll bend down and see if he's still.
he is still
alive
breathing.
and healthy.
He actually is still breathing right now. The necklace that was on his neck starts to rise up. It shoots towards the door, and when it does, the gem inside of it glows and the doors creak open. This guy right here seems to just slowly be striding, like as if to, like he has dropped the rod and now seems to be slowly moving towards the open door. He does not seem to be attacking anymore. So what do you guys want to do?
He's affected by the web.
He is indeed infected by the web. That's why he stopped.
Probably go and try and remove the curtain.
Apparently the door is open for us. What was the item that this guy was trying to get?
It appears to be some sort of sphere with one button on the top of it. A solid, solid sphere, completely metal. You're a dwarf. You can realize that it is it is a amalgamation of mithril and with some kind of copper inlay into it, almost circuit looking, all leading to the button.
I go and are we still in combat initiative order, or?
At this point, he's the only one left, and he is webbed and does no longer seems to be hostile, but is attempting, even in the web, to try to move forward towards the door. So you guys can move and do what you need to do. Like, you guys have free movement. You can go up to him and attack him, or do however what you're gonna do. All right, you pick up the ball.
I'm gonna go up to him and try and. I'm gonna go up and try and remove the coral.
Okay,
Because of my cloak, I don't get stuck in the web.
gotcha. You move through the webbing without any difficulty. He just kind of is zombified there, trying to move past, almost kind of like kicking the unconscious body as he's trying to shuffle past it. You reach up and just pull the coral off, and without hesitation, he just slumps and falls into the webbing. He is still breathing. He doesn't seem to have any movement. All right, and with that,
shall we?
Yeah, you guys are now. Yeah, no, you guys, like, with that right now, the door is open. The guy on the stairs is unconscious. The glass music boxes are laid sprawled across the stairs, And yeah, everybody else, only one person seems to, only one person died. So all the
Impressive.
rest are unconscious. Yep.
I'll go up to the dead and say a quick prayer, and part of it is I hope someone mourns you, even if it is only me. And I close his eyes, walk away.
All right.
I get up and say, "Has anyone seen that Argyle guard guy?"
That is true. Where is Arkrak or Arak?
Argyle.
No, I haven't seen him.
Did we
So
lose
we
the
look around.
dude?
Is he still where we were when we started fighting these people, or?
He seems to be gone. However,
Looks like to disappear around here.
However, as you guys finish, the mutated sea elf jumps back up onto the land and is looking curiously at you guys again.
Amy, you're back.
Saldar hears him say, they tried to grab me, but I jumped into the water. And when I did, they made haste and seemed to run away.
I was afraid our quack may have gotten you.
No, when you went
I've
running,
been
I
seeing you a
chased
lot.
after you and dipped into the water. Did not seem to wish to follow me, which is suspicious considering he.
This is the little guy. The little
Yes, this is the little
goblin
cloaked
thing?
guy. The little mutated like short sea elf guy, like with claws and everything.
Is he actually speaking common, or
No, he's the only person who can hear him is Saldar right
or
now.
still the click clacks?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm translating for these guys then.
He
Did he jump in the lake or the ocean?
he
Or
jumped in the
shadowy
lake.
mountain? So he's fucked up now, or has he always been fucked up?
He's always been fucked up. Yeah.
Now we can't trust him.
And
I
they
don't
just told
trust
us don't
anybody.
trust anything that had been in the water. They didn't specify lake or ocean, right? On your note,
It does say
Yeah.
lake,
I
actually.
think you're right. Yeah.
oh, it says lake. Okay,
Anything that touched the lake.
Okay.
So not like past tense, not present tense. Tavin, as you enter, oh wait, actually, sorry, I don't know if you've entered yet. You guys are still standing outside.
Is the bag of
Yeah,
music
I'll
boxes
come
still
in.
over here too?
The box broke and now the music boxes are just laying on the steps because when he fell, like when he got grabbed, he dropped the box. So, but the dude is still laying there unconscious, and he was the one that closed the music box that activated.
Yes, if the box that I had heard,
The guy
the
originally
lady,
heard.
go ahead.
Was that Kale or was that Bob or was that Bromwich?
Not
Kale was
Bob.
the only one that had a vision during that, which was of the dragon.
I wanted to go over and pick up the music box that had opened and was closed, and if it's not damaged, walk away from the rest of the group and open it again. See if there's any sort of draconic markings on it or anything else that I can discern about the nature of the box.
As you open it, you see on the underside of it that there are draconic markings etched into it. However, when they look almost as if they were seared into it with fire, like something as if they weren't there before, but something seared into them.
Modified.
Yes, something modified it.
All right, and if I open it back up again,
When you open it back up again, you see what looks to be inside of a volcano, uh, with the with the dragon queen sitting throned, but she's neither saying anything, not saying anything. She just simply seems to be staring at you.
this will please my mistress, and I will put it in my pack.
As you close it and put it into your pack, you just see her eye, like for just but a moment, her eyebrow raises as if she notices you, and the rest seems to fade away.
Well, that's not discerning, or that's not concerning at all.
For all of you, when he does open it, you guys hear the music, but it's no longer the screaming mesh of sound that it once was. It almost sounds like a draconic lullaby. But briefly for a moment, it almost seems to give you a sense of warmth and comfort. And then almost kind of like this drowsiness, but before, as he closes it, it fades away.
Shall we continue?
Indeed.
All right.
I feel that's where the light is guiding us. What should we do with these people? Just leave them out here?
That's up to you.
They are dead, are they not?
So I was thinking that we should actually
only
go to
one is
the,
dead.
We should make it. We should make a stop at the Church of the Ocean, the Church of the Sea, and see if they can give us any support for these zombified people or whatever, if they have any help whatsoever.
That would be a good. That's well up to you guys.
That sounds like a good idea. Feels weird just leaving them out here on the road.
Yeah, all right. One is dead, the rest are very much alive. So however, one is extremely old now, so well, the one that aged, but
I mean, how far is it to the other church?
it'd be about like 15-minute like run, like about 10-minute run. It's not that far away, but it's not close either.
So I think I want to go and kind of investigate the original guy that I brought back.
Okay.
The guy that closed. Is he conscious?
You brought him back to stable, right? So yeah. You wake
one
it.
hit point.
Yeah. He wakes up and you can see like he's startled. He's like, where am I? Last thing I remember, I was patrolling the lake, and then something came out, grabbed me. There was music, and then I was here. Who were you the ones that rescued me, or why am I I'm back in town? But he just seems very, very.
You, my friend, were enthralled by some music boxes, very finely crafted music boxes, if I do say so. And I pick one up and show him. Do you recognize these?
He kind of like slides back from it. He goes, I remember there was a triton, and he made all of us listen to it on the boat, and the next thing I was here.
Just real quick, while these guys are doing the questioning, I'm gonna run to that temple. So
Okay, you're
while
gonna
they're
run.
doing that, I can. Yeah.
Okay, so you're doing your 100-foot sprint, like you're sprinting that way. Okay. So you guys see Seldar basically bolt. What was that?
As he says that, I kind of look up. Does he mean the fishy people?
it was one fish person, and then there was another, a tall gentleman with, I believe he had two swords. He and these people that just had this like glass like stare would grab us and bring us down into the bottom of the boat, and then that's when we heard the music.
That sounds like our quad.
I
He had a
don't
really
know his
mean-looking
name.
face.
Yes, he was quite imposing.
Two like dead-eyed people following
Yes,
around.
there were two dead-eyed people that were following him, just doing whatever he ordered. He grabbed the captain and myself and many of the other ones and made us listen to the music. It was truly horrifying. But thank you for freeing me. I don't know how I can repay you. I'm
Life being alive is, or you having your life is payment enough, my friend.
I appreciate it. You guys have helped me a great deal. But he kind of like looks up the steps towards the door. And is like, but if we're here, we're probably not safe. Like, I don't know much, but I know that whoever's in charge of this church is no longer who it used to be. It used to open its doors to anyone and help them, give them water, give them food, help their help those that needed help, whether it be adventurers or military alike. They were a force of good, and then right about 20 years ago, the doors were bolted shut. Many people that went in didn't come out, and if they did, they were different. It was around that time that the Church of the Ocean waves entered or came, and they took up the mantle that those of the Tranquil Lake stopped doing.
20 years, you say? Sounds like they've had a lot of time to set some traps. Might be why they're opening the door for us now. Thank you for your warning.
You're welcome.
I believe my friend has gone to get some help for you and your friends. Although it looks like one is beyond my saving.
Unfortunate, but the fact that you saved more of us than you killed was something you did not have to do, and for myself, I appreciate it.
Yes, my new friends are pretty darn amazing.
You all are very amazing. I wish there was something I could do to help you, but I don't even know how much time has passed since this occurred. I only had brief moments of clarity, and unfortunately, that was only when I was tasked with something that I found unable to do. It felt like my mind was fighting against the orders that were given, just enough for me to gain some lucidity, but after that, I would almost feel like I went back to sleep. It wasn't until the moment I woke up on these stairs that I can truly say I was myself again.
Well, rest now. Your fight is over. I'm gonna go take a look at your other friends.
I appreciate that. Kale and Bromrick, are you guys looking for anything or doing anything? Or like basically wanting to set up anything at this point?
I think I might be picking through the through the pockets of the people out here as the life cleric wanders away looking for help.
Okay. All right, fair enough. In as you kind of like go through these like people's like inventory or stuff, it's basically like almost like pauper situation here. Like most of them not carrying anything. They are most of them are just wearing bare minimal like adventurer regalia. It seems like whatever they may have had may have been stripped from them and just given kind of like almost cult like attire, like the most basic of the basic.
Okay.
The only thing that you do notice is that along with having that coral piece that was on their neck, each one of them has what appears to be a chain bracelet around their left wrist, and inscribed in it seems to be some form of runic structure different from what you guys saw in the music box. But and then with each one has two like small green emeralds, one at the beginning and one at the end of the runic structure. And it seems to be on every one of their wrists, except for the one that the guy that just woke up and spoke to you guys. He's the only one that does not have that.
Okay. Do they look like they have a clasp to be removed at all, or?
Yes, each one does have a clasp.
Okay. And I will go around and collect those, and we'll show the rest of the group them and see if anybody can recognize the runes. Any
All right.
other significant religious pieces on them, or tattoos or anything on their arms that I see as I'm looking for the bracelets?
No tattoos that you can see on these ones.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing.
Okay. Bromrick.
I can take a look at those runes. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it'd just be checking the door for traps, I guess.
Okay.
Let me roll an Arcana on those runes, see if I can help at all.
Absolutely.
Nice.
All right. On those ones, one is you notice again a rune for stillness, one for depth, knowledge of the depth, and another for ruin of return. And then the final one is ruin of the open name. So those are the four that are on it. You know that the open name is to reach something. The ruin to return is to return what is gone. And the last one, which is the first one, which is knowledge of depth, is the watches, like also translates to watches from below. The one of stillness is the one that you can't seem to differentiate the meaning of it in the sentence.
They each had one of these?
And they each had one. Actually, roll one more Arcana check for me.
I'm going to use guidance. So I'm going to touch Bromrick and use guidance to give him some extra on that Arcana.
Okay. So with that, you actually wind up putting together, it says, that which watches waits in silence. What was sent away will return, and those who are known, the fracture will become whole. what you also notice with the arcana of it is this bracelet seems to suppress some form of magic.
Riddles upon riddles.
Do any of us have detect magic that we can see
Yeah.
what?
When I get back, I do.
I have it.
Okay.
I can detect magic on it.
Kind of magic.
So the 2 green emeralds seem to be what are projecting the magic inside the bracelet or on the bracelet, but the ruins seem to be the bracelet itself doesn't seem to be magic, but the ruins seem to be charged with the magic coming from the 2 emeralds that are in it. So whatever it is the ruins are powering whatever magic it suppresses or whatever the ruins are meant to suppress.
Does it give us a school of magic, or what kind of school of magic it's using?
Would say probably like protection.
I think we should keep one of these with us.
You think that's safe?
So I would say, yeah, so I would say enchantment and then protection.
Well, it looks like it's a
Yeah.
protection spell. So
Here, put it on my leg.
yeah, we'll fasten it on. I'll have some healing spells ready just in case.
Okay. You're fastening it on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
putting it on. Which leg do you want it?
Front right.
Yeah, aberration
Anklet of House Arrest.
magic, yeah. The ankle of house arrest. No, at this point, other than feeling something kind of like tingle across your body, nothing seems to be happening at the moment.
Seems safe.
All right, and we're gonna jump to Saldar real quick. Saldar, you make it to the Temple of the Ocean Currents, and within there, the gentleman that you talked with the first time walks up and goes, "Oh, it's you. Have you decided to join our religion?"
Um, I just kind of bypass his question and ask him if they can provide help for injured people in the city.
Yes, that is very much what we provide for the people of the city when we can. Is did something happen, or are the people hurt outside?
So I'll say, so how much do you know about the fog-eyed people in the city?
It seems to have been happening more and more recently. Some that were, I would say, strong believers of our religion. Next day we go and visit them, and their eyes are blank, and they seem not to know us. We tried to talk with the higher council of this port town, but they turn a blind eye to it. They seem not interested or caring as long as they don't make trouble in the city. And unfortunately, it's been growing more and more, rampant
Well, I think
as
we
of
found a
recent.
way to cure them.
I would be most interested to know how
Well,
to help them.
we have several that are injured and in need of care. If you can follow me and bring some acolytes, we can get them back here.
He immediately claps and come, let us move forward and help this gentleman and those that have of need of our help. And with that, like about or 3 clerics and a couple of like guards follow behind him and said, please lead the way. We'll help all that need help under the sea or under the ocean.
So I'll lead them back, and then we can maybe question the priest a little bit more when he gets back to them.
Okay. As you guys move back, I will say that they were doing what they were doing, and during that point, you guys, Bromric, Kale, and Tavin, you see Saladar be leading it, a priest, 3 clerics, and 4 temple guards. As they get there, the clerics start moving towards those laying on the ground. The priest, the warriors set up, kind of like keep the peace in the area. They kind of just tell everybody moving along and like move along. And the priest walks up and says, what has happened here? I'm not a fan of approaching the temple of the Still Lake, but I do see that these people need help, and even with their doors open, it seems that they do not seem to be helping their comrades. I find that shameful that they would abandon those out in front of their own temple. Is there something that I can do to help other than obviously giving aid to these poor men? I see one did not make it. We will give him a proper burial.
I'll let the cleric talk to the cleric.
Yes. Hello, my friends.
Hello.
It seems like we have freed them from the curse of this weird religion. And then I kind of show him back of the neck of one of them, and says, the coral. Describe the coral and pulling it out and whatnot.
He goes, I see. If that is truly what will help them, then we shall find more of these poor souls and hopefully free them from this prison. I hope that they will not fight our help, but if it is to free them, then perhaps we will be able to give them a better life and a better chance at being free once more.
I warn them about removing the curse, but tell them spare the dying will revive them at least a little. I also warn them about the mean-looking 2-sworded Arquad guy.
Arquad. I have seen him before. He has been around here. But I did see him pass by and enter some manhole in the near the middle of town. Hopefully nothing bad happens. But I did see him enter the sewers, I guess the best way of saying it. But it is it's not somewhere men such as myself would go.
I feel that the light is leading us inside, so I recommend relaying to the city guards what our friend here has told us about that fishy guy. He's the one who ensnared our friend here on the ground.
Of course, I will take him to the lords of the port immediately, in hopes that this will finally spur them into acting. and not just a continuous form of inaction. I thank you, gentlemen, so much for helping not just these people, but perhaps to return our port to a more civilized place, and hopefully a more happier one when everything is said and done. So actually, I know this was going to be a one shot, but I have a feeling we may need to come back Friday if you guys are able to.
Yeah, I'll play again.
I have a
Yeah.
feeling a one shot's going to become a two shot here.
I mean, we
Still
can
better than art.
Let's go in. Let's go in.
I mean, I'm willing to but I know Sal's like on the East Coast. I don't know how late it is hitting for him, but
It's pretty late. It's 1
Yeah.
a.m.
yeah. So I think if you guys are willing to come back next Friday, we can finish this off.
Sounds good.
I like it.
Yep.
All right. Cool. All right, adventurers. Thank you guys so much. We will return to this spot next Friday. Thank you guys so much for those watching. I appreciate it wholeheartedly. And yeah, we'll find out what's going to happen to our heroes and what villain we're facing down below or in the Temple of the Still Waters. So, all right. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next Friday at the same time.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.